Hi, I'm back again with the cadenzas from the concerto from Henri Tomasi. You can see that I've had this music for 50 years and it's seen better days. It's almost like the German called Fetzen. It's a little bit ragged out, but it's got little notices here and there that I want to keep. And I was just wanted to play a little bit of the beginning so you remember what the Tomasi beginning sounds like. I'm starting to get tired, so the precision of the jumps get a little bit more difficult. But I just wanted to make sure that you remember what this is about. Once again, just very quickly. That's the beginning of that famous concerto. And here we are. Now, this also can be played with a mute. As a matter of fact, I suggested to myself that I might want to use the harmon mute there, but without a stem, because that sounds even more jazzy. And that's what I was trying to do, trying to make it sound really I don't know. I like it open, quite frankly. But maybe the next section should be with a mute and perhaps even a straight mute. Now, I had a former student who now plays in Bremen, and his dad makes very good mutes. His name is Radcek, Thomas Radcek, and his dad's name is Ernest Radcek. And this is a this mute is very special because it's actually just wrapped thread, and it's very light, and the form is very good, and it speaks, and it's very light. It doesn't. Sometimes you put a mute in like this heavy mute, and it pulls your embouchure down. Now, I played that maybe faster than it needed to be, and it got a little bit sloppy. So I'm going to try it again a little slower so you can hear what's really, I think basically what the composer wanted you to do is to try to make it sound a little jazzy. And jazz is not always a question of precision. It's a matter of expression. So then I thought, maybe the solo tone for the ending. because it's with strings. It's very open. It's almost like The Quiet City from Aaron Copland, who I was very fortunate to work with. Aaron Copland is, of course, Leonard Bernstein, one of Leonard Bernstein's teachers, and a very famous authentic American composer. And I worked with him in the Canadian Chamber Orchestra in 1976 before I left to Philadelphia and then to Chicago and then ended up in Germany here. And I played The Quiet City, a very fine gentleman, Mr. Aaron Copland. His Appalachian Spring and his very famous Fanfare for the Common Man from his first symphony is really an excellent tribute to American compositional style. But again, this mute and the end, now you might wonder why I'm always, lean back like that. Well, because when you play softer, if you have any water in the horn, you don't want that water to get on a certain bow. And I had water in the horn, so I leaned back to distribute the water more evenly through the instrument. This is not like I'm trying to look cool or something stupid like that. Sometimes these things are necessary. Anyway, I hope you have an idea of a little bit of the C trumpet with the mutes, especially this with Henri Tomasi. And depending on how much time do we still have, Mike, for this? 5 minutes? Okay. Well, I might want to just play something from maybe start with this Du Style. Might be enough time to get through number 4 from the Charlier. Oops, careful. Okay. Getting a little tired now. But I think you get the idea of how these etudes from Charlier or whatever are not etudes. This is music. You want to get away from practicing just etudes that are notes. Too much technical. Even if it's Clark Technical Studies, they still have to be played as if they're music. This famous man, Rafael Mendez, was a great inspiration to me when I was a little boy listening to his recordings. And his most famous adage is he should make every note sound like a solo. It's very important that you consider that every note that you play is music. Whether or not it's an etude that you're playing or any piece of music. What does that mean? What is music? What is making music? It means putting your heart and soul into every note that you're expressing. Making each note a solo means telling your own personal story in each note. Not trying to copy somebody else's intentions or play his style, but finding your own style, finding your own personality in the music that you're playing. It's my inspiration, my suggestion to you, and I hope that anything that I've played has helped you to understand that. You notice also that I'm always playing with contour in a singing style. In a singing style. The beginning once more. We still got a couple of more seconds here. making a crescendo, going down, making diminuendo, using more air when you go up to counteract the pressure from the mouthpiece when you are going up and need more pressure to tighten the skin on the lip. Maintaining the airflow, maintaining an equilibrium, the pressure from inside and pressure from outside. So the idea is always to make a crescendo going up and crescendo going down. And then you will have the air pressure and the air volume that you need to keep the throat open and get maximum resonance even from your chest, which is another complete question that we should talk about. Resonance not only of the trumpet, but resonance of the chest when one plays. But I think I'll get to that in the next The Man with the Horns, Richard Carson Steuart, talking about bodily resonance and the maximum tone volume that you can get from an instrument to be individual, expressive, and dramatic, dynamic soloist, making every note that you play a solo, whether it's in orchestra or in band or whatever. So I hope to see you again with The Man with the Horns, Richard Carson Steuart, when I talk about air volume in the lung and the singing style.